Hey everybody, today I'm gonna start trying my hand at this whole Let's Play nonsense since I play video games all the time and I talk to myself all the time. I figure why not combine the two. So today I'm gonna be playing Dark Souls. I have started the game off with the Pyromancer class and I've taken the Master Key as my starting gift, and yeah, I'm gonna start the game. See how this ends up, and I'm gonna shut up during the cutscenes, so I'll
In the
talk to you
age
when they're
of
done.
ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arched trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone skins. Witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed.
Alright, cool. We got a little backstory. You get to find out that everything's all fucked up and everyone's dead and all the dragons are dead.
And in this land,
bitch ass dragons. Alright, and once
the
this is over, we will
undead are
get started.
corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Neato. Alright, there's our old buddy, old pal, who's gonna drop us a key so we can get the fuck out of here and actually start this game instead of just watching 5 minutes of cutscenes. Alright, and here we go. This is Dark Souls. This is the little stupid tutorial area that we have to do before we can actually start the game, so let's just get started. These guys don't do anything, just sit there and they'll just sit there and cry and be sad because they're dead, so we don't even have to worry about it. I really didn't want to play this game very much because everybody's like, oh my god, it's so hard, it's terrible, you'll never win, and it's a piece of crap. So I didn't want to play it, but after a while I finally decided to play it, and I actually really enjoyed it, and it wasn't that hard at all. I mean, it's like, first time I played through I died like a million times, so I guess it was kind of challenging, but I've beaten it once before with a sorcerer type character, once before with a strength type character, so I'll probably do like a dexterity build or something. I don't know this one, so we'll find out. And here we are with the first dumb boss that's basically impossible to kill. So 2 damage to it over and over again, so we just run away like go maybe come back later when we have a weapon that isn't a piece of shit. And we have another bonfire. These about 5 more minutes into the game is where you'll level up, use all cool items and stuff, but for now they just restore your health. Start here, get ourselves a shield, and this fucking asshole quit firing arrows at us, and then get a weapon that's not a shitty broken sword, so everything is awesome now. And we're gonna go kill this guy for a piece of shit shooting arrows at us. Combat in this game is simple, but it's got a hell of a learning curve. You basically only have 2 attacks, light attack and heavy attack, counter and parry, and that's about it. There's going to be a big old scary rock that's going to try and hit us, and it's going to miss, because I missed it 800 million times.
You're no hollow.
And this is our buddy that will break us out of jail, and he's dead. Oh no.
Then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I were both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Okay.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There was an old saying in my family: thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite.
Alright, cool. Now we can heal ourselves, which is definitely a plus in this game. And now we can get the fuck out of here.
I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Alright, later, dude. And then he dies, and it's very sad. We jump right back into it. And this is where you get your special item for whichever class you chose. They're all basically the same when everything's said and done, but for the beginning of the game it's a little different. And we get our pyromancy flame, so we can throw fireballs at people, which is really cool. But it takes forever, so I'll probably die if I try right now. There you go. Hey, big old fatty damage. Got a little crappy dude over here with the bow. Go ahead and kill him. Good. I said combat's pretty simple. You got a light attack, heavy attack, then you can kick, do jump attacks, other things. But there really isn't a whole lot to it. It's just see if I can backstab this guy. You can backstab people and do bonus damage. Get a cool little crit animation. There we go. And it does big old gobs of damage, so it's very good for taking out stronger enemies than those little dumb hollows that die in one hit anyway. Alright, and here we go, back to the boss. Now that we're ready to rock and roll, we just fall down and cut him in the head with our axe like a big dumbass. And now make progress on him. Oh shit! Not getting hit like a retard definitely makes this fight a lot easier, and we're going to go ahead and switch to our pew-pew fireballs so that we shut them down pretty quick. Probably one of the most important parts in the combat is learning to manage your stamina. That's a little green bar. It's used for pretty much everything: blocking, attacking, dodging, all that crap. So, and when you have your shield up or anything, it charges way more slowly. So you kind of need to learn then to let your guard down and not get hit. And with that key, we will get the hell out of here and get some humanity. Get out of the dumb little tutorial place. And we can actually start the game. And you might be wondering, how the hell do we get out of here? There's some big cliff, and then the giant Dark Souls big fucking scary bird comes and saves the day.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Alright, now we can hop into the real game. This is where we'll be spending the big chunk of our time at Firelink Shrine, so good stuff. This is pretty much the main hub for the rest of the game. You can go anywhere basically from here. So bonfires is where you can level up, change your magic around. Kindling makes the fire bigger so that you get more Estus flasks. But this one is already kindled up to 10 Estus flasks, so we can't do anything with it right now. So I'll just run around and go grab some items. Some humanity right here. Humanity is used to bring yourself back from hollows and kindle fires. And having some increases your drop rates, so it's nice to have around. When you're hollow, you can't summon people to help you, and you can't go attack other people. So if you're into PvP or not getting PvP, then being human is the way to go. You don't want to. Now that I'm human, somebody could invade my game and come kill me if they wanted to, which would be really not cool because I have really shitty gear and I suck at PvP in the first place. So, okay, we're gonna run around here, grab some items and shit, and then we'll actually get started. I think I'm going to go with a dexterity build, and in the next area there's probably the weapon I'll be using for the rest of the game if I decide to do that. So I'm not going to really focus too much on looking for super cool new weapons. And down here is where pretty much everybody, the first time they play the game, is all like, oh cool, I should go down here to start the game. But no.